Continuing with what we can do for our students to help them adjust better to technology, do a benefits awareness program. If students understand today how the use of technology in the classroom will help them 3, 4, 5, 6 years down the line when they get into the job market, they will be more than happy to work with the teacher and with technology. Lock down devices for specific usage. Today, our devices can be locked down, so only certain programs and certain softwares, certain applications are available to students at a certain time. So the gadgets used in the classroom, whether they are personal belongings of the student or whether they are actually belonging to the school and the students are available to use it, the lockdown procedures must be applied. Lock down all programs and applications that you do not want the students to use in the classroom. That way, the student has the gadget and has only the option of using the applications and programs that are open and available for classroom use. Next, balance effective discipline through either self-discipline or technology controls. Discipline is an issue in the classroom, and technology is a good way to use it. So if you behave, if you do the right things, if you are completing your work in time, you can spend time with the computer or with the iPad or with your iPhone. You could practice different things through technology. If you haven't, you cannot use your device. You have to finish your work first. So make a rewards and consequences program within the classroom, and each teacher will have to develop his or her own rewards and consequences program, because the same students with different teachers will behave differently. That's because the students will try out and check how much a teacher is willing to tolerate and how much they can get by with. While with some teachers, they may get by with a lot. With some teachers, they may not get by with a lot. And so the teachers teaching the same students may have different issues and problems. Therefore, the rewards and consequence program involving technology should be the responsibility of each individual teacher. It cannot be a set of rules given by the administration for everyone to follow. That is not going to work. Just like one size fits all is not going to work in teaching, one size fits all is not going to work in disciplining and looking at behavior issues with students. Technology limitation challenges. There are limitations to what technology can do. Yes, we may want technology to do wonderful things for us, but it's not going to do everything. Especially in our part of the world with fluctuating electricity, with bandwidth problems, we will have major limitations. Device limitations. If all students do not have the same level of device, that is a problem, because certain devices support certain versions of programs and softwares. So with students with their own devices differing and different, it will be an issue in the classroom. With some devices and some students working faster, way ahead, other students having to slow down or maybe not even get to that particular level of usage because their devices do not support the software or the program. Device security, which is physical and logical. The device needs to be secure, and the person using it is responsible for the security. So whatever security measures you want students to apply should be applied. You don't want gadgets being stolen. You don't want gadgets being lost, because replacement is not going to be possible by the teacher in the classroom or by the school. Typing and formatting issues. Different devices work differently. What you can format, how you can format, what kind of softwares are available for typing, what kind of fonts are available, all this creates an issue. If we want a generic program, it is best if the school invests in such a device and makes all devices generic, or schools take the devices from the students and make them generic for use. Device interoperability. A device that works in school versus at home because of bandwidth issues, because of open access issues, will be a problem. A lot of times, even I have faced issues. Something works in my office, but it doesn't work at home because what we have in the office, the kind of bandwidth and software and materials available are very different than what is available at home. Technology infrastructure at school and home. That differs. We all don't have the same technology infrastructure at homes. Different students, depending on the locality where they live, may actually have very different technology infrastructure available to them. In rural areas, this becomes even a greater issue. Multiple points of failure, that is, device, connectivity, and infrastructure. Failure can happen not in one way, it can happen in multiple ways. The device may break down, the connectivity may break down, the infrastructure may not support it, and sometimes we forget to replenish our accounts, and our accounts have dried up, and you cannot work anymore till you can replenish your account. So these kinds of issues will need to be addressed, and these are all technology limitations that challenge the use of technology in the classroom.